I've been in this industry for like 20 years, but I've never seen a technology that can actually make so much impact. My name is Ramprasad Burugu. I'm the Director for Intelligent Automation at Miracle Software Systems. Forward 5 is such a great event to attend and sponsor. There are a lot of reasons. First thing is it's a great opportunity to learn and share. You could pretty much learn something what you may have to do it alone. It takes like 6 months to an year. But when you come into this just 2 days, you would be learning a lot. And it's because you have an opportunity to learn from all the stakeholders, the UiPath themselves. You get to an opportunity to meet with the product managers, the practitioners, and customers, and last but not least, the other partners as well. We all have a lot to learn from each other, and that's the reason we see there's a lot of value in sponsoring this event. Automation can change the world in a lot of different ways. I've been in this industry for like 20 years, but I've never seen a technology that can actually make so much impact. There are so many business processes which are so much specific to an industry or specific to that organization. There are so many technologies that work on improving standard processes, but who takes care about processes that are very personalized for the industry? And that's where automation comes in. I've seen where automation is helping organizations to ship their product faster because now they can enter the order in an hour or probably in a minute instead of someone waiting to attend to their order for like 2 days. I have seen the onboarding happening in 5 minutes instead of somebody waiting for the user account to be created for a week. So this is just a small use cases what I'm providing you, but as part of our work, we see a lot of opportunities exist where you can improve the efficiencies. We're not talking just about efficiencies, but improving the employee morale and accuracy of the process. We just see the benefits are so much. So I think automation is a technology that's definitely something to make the world better. What keeps me working with UiPath, I would say, first of all, is the innovation. I really like what UiPath uh, keeps increasing or adding the capabilities their product where they're very customer focused instead of just sticking to the RPA over the course of the years. I've seen how UiPath is taking the customer input and coming up with different capabilities to address our customer needs. So they're a great product in the RPA to begin with, but now coming into other use cases where you really need an intelligent automation. So document understanding is my favorite. Just by itself, by adding document understanding to the UiPath's capability, our customers can now have an end-to-end product that can pretty much automate the whole AP process or order automation. So there are like a lot of use cases where UiPath's the core RPA and the extended features addresses the customer's needs. That is something I like, and the great support we like. We are the UiPath partners. From the partner team, they're always there. I really like, personally, I've interacted with a lot of partner liaisons. And in my experience, I had interacted with several partners from other companies, but I've never seen so much and company committed for both the customer and partner success. I really like that aspect about UiPath a lot.
My name is Nolan Sanders. My title is Director of Software Engineering, and I'm working for Premier Incorporated. I'm speaking today on behalf of myself, not on behalf of Premier. Forward is an important event for me for two reasons. One, I get a chance to see how other customers are using UiPath. There are many interesting use cases. We haven't thought about it at Premier, and we can see the advantages of automating things both for customers and for our internal users. The other reason I like the conference is because there are always innovations that UiPath is coming up with. Just this morning, I heard about the ad of a web-based developer tool that will be very useful for us when we bring in our operational users who don't have software engineering experience. Automation software can change the world for the better by allowing people that have jobs that are a balance of day-to-day tedious tasks and more higher level thinking and innovative type tasks, to put aside those repetitive activities that don't provide a lot of value to the business. Those can be handled with an automation tool. UiPath does a great job of capturing what those steps are and being able to recreate them in a high quality way. This allows people to focus on things like better clinical outcomes for our healthcare company, or how to help hospitals focus on the ways that they can become best for customers and for their business. What keeps me working with UiPath really is the level of relationship with the business itself. UiPath does a great job of staying in touch with our needs as a business. They go above and beyond to figure out how Premier can use the automation tools, how to fit the tools to all the different areas of our business. We use UiPath in HR, we use UiPath in finance, we use it for our external customers, we use it for our operations teams cleaning data. So UiPath really goes the extra mile to identify how to take those day-to-day tasks in many areas of our business and apply their tools to them. Our automation journey with MiracleSoft and with UiPath began in 2019. We were looking for a way to automate some internal tasks. We have accounts payable systems that require us to take invoices that come in from customers and enter them into Workday. So we've integrated some of those pieces on the back end, but it wasn't really very efficient. We didn't have a good way to take the different formats in and efficiently put them into Workday. And we were getting more and more every day. As we grow, we want to be able to grow with a company that can scale. MiracleSoft and UiPath have proven they can scale with us. From 2019, we built our first bot. We've grown all the way through to today. In 2022, we've probably got at least 20 or 30 bots running on a regular basis all throughout the week. And in total, we've saved hundreds and thousands of hours of employee time by automating these tasks that wouldn't be possible without UiPath and MiracleSoft. So we've integrated a couple of different systems to get to full automation. Many of the things that we use today have a data cleansing element to them. Premier is a very data-focused company. So we have databases from many different vendors, and the automation to bring the data together and bounce it up against, for example, a database of addresses or database of phone numbers or customer entity codes. That all happens with UiPath. So we basically integrated our customer cleansing pieces with our accounts payable systems so that we can take a set of data in from a customer, go through that automated process of step-by-step, how do we check each of the cleansing steps along the way, and then we can go ahead and insert into the database and send the emails and the other front-end pieces as well. And these are all steps that had to be done in a series of disjointed applications, some that we've built and some others before, but now we can do it end-to-end pretty smoothly. So the most exciting use case that I've seen with UiPath and MiracleSoft has been our work on PPE equipment for COVID. We had a chance to use our supply chain knowledge within the healthcare space during COVID to see how different types of manufacturers of PPE equipment had availability for these masks and gowns and things. But our process was manual, and we didn't have a good way to go through and check all of the different permutations of the PPE availability. So we were doing it, but it wasn't automated. When we brought UiPath and MiracleSoft in, they were able to provide the resources to do the hands-on development work, as well as the software expertise to do two things. One was to increase the speed by which we could check availability of PPE. The second thing we did was we looked in more places and across more sets of manufacturers for PPE. And the end result was we were able to save about 10 to 12,000 hours of productive time per month during the course of the COVID pandemic to really find the most available PPE for the most customers and healthcare systems that needed it.